CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
Welcome to another live episode tonight at CMP Radio. CMP Radio is the only independent radio station in Chester. They fight for the injustices in our community by giving people a voice and by giving people hope through podcasting. And I say this every single time. We are so grateful to be able to have this opportunity, to be able to have this voice. And we talk about so many different topics. So tonight, we have our host here. My name is Rosie Delva. I am a wife, a mother of 5, and I do have a cleaning business. I'm a true entrepreneur at heart. We have Natalie here.
I'm Natalie, mother of 5, a wife, a sister. You guys already know me. But thank you for coming in and tuning in tonight. And then we also have Dominique. No, we're gonna give her a special instruction. Special introduction.
Dominique, I'm the youngest of the sisters, a mom of 2, and I'm very happy to have our guest this evening. And I'll pass it over to her.
All right. So tonight we have with us a good friend of mine. We've known each other since 2016. We met at work when I was working at Crozier. Now we work together. She's a mother of mother of 4. I'm about to make her like me. She's a mother of 4. She's also an author, one of the authors of her book, Same House, Different Address. Right. Yes. And help us welcome Renee Lee. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks for having me. My name is Renee Lee Reed, actually. I am a mother of 4. My husband and I have been married for almost 25 years, but we've been together since 1985. So do the math. My coworker and I, we wrote a book called Same House, Different Address. And today we're going to be talking about motherhood.
Yes. So it's about motherhood. Especially, you got to tell us your secret about being married for so long and being with the same person since 1985. I was born in 1985.
You were born in 1985?
Yeah, so I'm 40. So you've known him for 40 years.
Well, it's really not a secret.
Beautiful.
The thing with maintaining a relationship, a marriage, is you have to give it a chance. Like, I notice with a lot of young people, they get married because they want to have a big wedding and they want to do all those things, but it just doesn't happen overnight. Like, you're going to have arguments, you're going to have disagreements, you're going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, but you can't give up.
No, keep going.
And when you take your vows and the preacher says,
to death do us part.
What God has put together,
yes,
may no man, separate. So it's no secret. secret.
Beautiful. Wow. I want to be married for that long too.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Before we dive deeper into the book tonight, I want to give you a moment to go ahead and grab your coffee, grab your tea, get your blankets, hop on the couch because it's going to be a good one tonight. Come and join our conversation. Anything resonates with you, go ahead and put it in the chat. Also, did y'all see the Mother's Day parade over the weekend? That was awesome. It's a lot of good things happening.
What was it at this year?
They were walking down 7th, and I caught it on 7th and Jeffrey.
Okay.
I'm not sure where they turned further down, but it was beautiful, and the rain held off, I think, just long enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how was your Mother's Day? What did you guys do? What did you guys do? How was
Any
your
Mother's Day traditions?
Yes.
Yeah, for Mother's Day, we went to church,
Okay.
as always.
Okay.
Were you there?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was there. We all got the cups and stuff. So we went to church, and usually we do dinner as a family, but I think everyone had, we had a birthday, we had an anniversary. One of our sisters missing tonight, Christina. It was her birthday and her anniversary, so I was on babysitting duty. But it was fun. I love spending time with my nieces and nephews. We treated ourselves. Me and Christina went out to, what's that place called? On the water. I can't think of it now.
In Ridley?
Yeah.
Marina?
I forget.
Stingers. There you go. Thank
okay.
you. We went there for, Stingers. My husband had to work, so we just spent like 2 hours, couple hours together, talked about, life. And then went home. That's all. It was low key this year. How about you?
Well, for me, Mother's Day, I always, when my kids were little, I just always wanted to be alone. I didn't want to go out to restaurants and go out to dinner. I just wanted that time for myself because being a mom is hard. I didn't want any responsibility. I don't want to answer no questions. I don't want to do anything. So this year for Mother's Day, I work 2 jobs. So I work at Riddle in a laboratory. That's my full-time job. My second job, I do catering for Illusions Banquet Hall in Clifton Heights. They had a big Mother's Day celebration, and the theme was En Blanc, drinking around the world, and all the moms wore white. And it was, even though I was working, it was very touching to see all the daughters there with their mothers celebrating, playing games, winning prizes. They were making flower bouquets. It was just it was fun for me to watch them enjoy themselves. I had a lot of Mother's Days.
So with the Mother's Day was it a banquet or brunch?
It was a brunch.
So they even had activity for them to do?
Oh yeah, every year they have a Mother's Day brunch. It was $75 per person, and they had a big buffet. It was all you can eat. It came with you make your own bouquet. They had prizes, dancing. It was just a good time.
A good time.
It was a good time, and when you get to know me, me seeing other people happy makes me happy. So when I'm working at the banquet hall, I work with the catering. Yeah, it's not really like work. It's like really enjoying myself too, because I see people having a good time. So
and you're a people person. You like talking. You like,
So that's what I did for Mother's Day. I worked 2 jobs. And then when I went home, my kids, my husband, my children, they treated me to Ruth Chris for dinner. So that's what I had. And then I went to sleep. How about you?
My daughters were with their dad, and he suggested doing, dinner or something, but I just wanted to be alone, like you said.
We answer enough questions and take care of enough problems.
Yeah.
I don't want to solve any problems and do anything.
Yeah.
Just relax,
I was to myself the whole day, and I enjoyed every moment of it.
But the next day, the dishes were there. The trash was full. Right. All the, things that you got off doing on Sunday, you had to do it on Monday. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true. I was like, all I want for Mother's Day is a clean house. That I didn't have to clean.
Did you get that?
No.
Okay.
No. But it's okay. Oh, you know what? Andrew cooked dinner. On Mother's Day, Andrew cooked dinner. He made rice. which is, and it wasn't mushy. It was good rice.
Shout out Andrew.
And then he made orange chicken. We have like these. It's like kind of like a package that you make. So you take the chicken, heat it up in the oven for like 20 minutes, and then you put the sauce that it comes with. So
PF
like,
Chang's.
yeah. So that was really nice of him. He's like, Mom, I got dinner. I was like, all right. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm glad. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm so glad everyone enjoyed their Mother's Day.
Yeah. I missed out this year going out with my sisters. My husband actually took me out on Mother's Day, and that was kind of a surprise. That was shocking. So speaking of PF Chang's, that was my first time there.
He took you to PF Chang's? I don't know where you guys disappeared to.
He did. The whole day was kind of pretty much full of surprises. And so that was cool. I have a lot more to say on that, but we'll get to it in a future episode. The right words at the right time. But that's what happened.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Nice surprise. So
It's nice
I'll catch
to
you
be-
guys next year.
It's nice to be celebrated.
It is.
A lot of people who love you and that you take care of all the time.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
You deserve it.
Definitely. So you said that you work in a lab, right? And then you have a business. So you're a scientist and an entrepreneur.
Well, it's not my business. It's
Okay.
a family business. I
Okay.
actually work for my cousin, Tanya. She runs Illusions Banquet Hall in Clifton Heights. So, God has put me there for a reason, and I don't know why yet. All my kids have. I'm entering the next chapter in my life. My children range from 36 to 24.
You have adult children.
So they're all graduated college. They're all grown up. There's only one left at home. So I don't have anything to do.
Oh, wow. You
So
don't
my-
look it at all. You look about 36 to say that you have a child that's 36.
Yeah, I
That's
just turned,
amazing.
55, April 23rd. I'm
Congratulations.
5 years old. So I was telling my cousin one day, like, I don't have anything to do. She was like, come work with me. So she's teaching me the ropes. It's a whole different world. First of all,
Okay.
I don't care how many degrees you have. Let me just tell everybody that right now. Every job is a specialty. I don't care if you're sweeping the floor, if you're a bartending, if you're catering, cleaning. It doesn't matter. Every job is important. I mean, I'm pretty smart. But when I get there, sometimes I feel like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mind you, she's a senior tech, so she's pretty smart.
Some days at the banquet hall, I'm so smart.
Yeah,
Making
can you
them
tell
drinks.
us the name
Illusions,
nice and loud? So,
Illusions Banquet Hall is in Clifton Heights.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Illusions Banquet Hall, all your party needs. Weddings, we have full catering, full service catering.
Okay.
They have a bar downstairs and a restaurant too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so for
Okay.
takeout orders and
Oh.
eating if you want to.
Okay.
It's a busy place.
And don't they have events throughout the week? And
They have events all the time, karaoke, line dancing, all kinds of things. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And
So
we can find them on
you can find
Facebook.
them on Instagram if you type in Illusions Banquet
Okay.
Hall. You can Google them. I don't have the address. I can get it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really nice place.
It is.
Yeah, and they're booked and busy all the time. So
Okay.
they do proms and dolls, graduation parties, birthday parties. Yeah, I'm very thankful that my cousin gave me this opportunity to learn the business. Like I said, God put me there for a reason. I don't know why yet, but we don't always know the plans that He has for us. So I'm learning.
Yes. Yes,
And
that's true.
I'm learning something new. And I'm reinventing myself. Like I said, my oldest is 36, my youngest is 24. I don't know how to do anything but be a mother. So
Okay.
I'm trying to find myself right now.
Okay.
So,
Are they home?
no,
20?
everybody's going except
Okay.
for the my youngest son. He's still there.
Okay.
The other three are going.
Okay.
So you almost an empty nester.
Almost. Well, he works all the time, and then I love to cook, but I can't cook for him anymore because he's a vegan.
Oh.
And I have to learn how to be a vegan because I was like, oh, I made you this. And he was like, you put butter in it? And I was like, yeah. So it's like you had
Wait, what's wrong with butter?
vegans don't eat butter.
What?
They eat vegan butter.
Oh, okay.
can't
I guess
have
because
any
that's
animal
coming from
dairy.
okay.
from the
But it's
cows.
not the meat. It's the
Still
milk from the meat.
Right, but it's still.
Okay.
I think
So
it's a
any-
philosophy behind being a vegan. I guess for some, it's more about the animal.
Okay.
Any animal product that's
Right.
And causing harm to it?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess
Like you
inhumane.
might have vegetarians, pescatarians, and you have vegans, and some people really take it serious. And he's one of those people. Like I can't even give him honey because we didn't get permission from the bees to take their honey.
Oh,
I guess it's a serious thing. He went to college. Like when your kids go away, he went to college. He came home. He was a vegan.
Oh, okay. Oh, your son.
My
Yeah.
son.
Oh, okay. 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 That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, our big question for you:
Okay.
motherhood. All right, we just celebrated Mother's Day, and I just want to know if you could go back in time, would you do it all over again? And if that's too personal of a question,
No, it's not.
no,
I'm
okay,
an open book.
okay,
Pretty much.
okay, yeah. If you would you do it all over again, and if so, what would you change?
Yeah, like what advice would you give your younger self as a
Um,
mother?
Well, that's two different questions.
That's true.
All right, so if I had to do it all over again, would I be a mother? I don't want to get mushy and start crying on you.
Okay,
But
okay.
absolutely, I would do it again because I absolutely love and adore my children. I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world, and I would want the same kids over and over again. So absolutely, I would do it over again. And the second part of your question, Rosie, was would I do it all over again, and what would I do different?
Yeah, if you would do it all over again, you're saying yes. What would you do differently?
I don't think I would do, as far as raising them, only thing I would change is how I discipline them. Two things. I don't think I would have spanked my kids when they were little.
How young?
I can't really remember how young, but we all got beatings when we was
Okay,
little.
okay.
And I just think it's a cycle that is a learned behavior. And like, you know, from slavery, we were, you know, slaves. We were beat. Then our parents beat us. Their parents beat them, and then we beat our kids. I don't think I would spank my kids. It's not like they got a lot of spankings, but I don't think I would spank my kids. That's one thing. And another thing, I don't think I would give them as much. You and I had this conversation today at work. I think I gave them too much because I didn't have anything. I gave them a lot. So I feel, even if I didn't have it, I still gave it to them. But I don't know if that, I mean, they're all hard workers, don't get me wrong. But I think we spoiled them too much. So they're the two things that I probably wouldn't do.
What time were you having this conversation, roughly?
It was about 11:30, right before break.
That's wild.
Why?
Because I was on the phone with my good friend Rebecca, who's about to deliver any minute now, and we were talking about the same thing.
Really?
Some of the things that we may not have had growing up. Can we go too far on the other side and spoil them rotten? You know, so about that time, around 11 o'clock this morning, 11:30, we were having the same conversation. So that's funny.
You said that you wouldn't beat, like give your kids spank. Why do you say that?
Well, because like now I have grandchildren. I never spanked any of my grandchildren. Like I just think in Black culture we spank our kids.
Yeah, what made you realize that we shouldn't do it? Like,
It was just an observation. It's just other ways to discipline children without hitting them. Because why we gotta hit them? Like my dad was really tough on us. You know, he was abusive. So I knew that I would never be abusive to my children. But we've all, I'm sure your parents spanked you before. But I wouldn't spank my kids. I mean, my oldest son Jalil, he was bad in school, so he had to get spanking when he got home. But I wouldn't spank my kids.
You know what I realized? Because I don't spank my youngest two anymore. The reason why is I spanked my oldest two, because that's what we got spanking. It worked. It keep you lining. We look at us. We're good, right? But what triggered me to what made me make the decision not to spank my youngest ones as much is because the older ones felt like if they couldn't get the youngest ones to do what they wanted to, they would start hitting them. Yeah. And I'm like, why would you hit? Well, that's what, when they don't do what we ask them to do, we spank them. So I was like, I don't like that. You know, and we're teaching them that if we don't get our way, to be violent, if we don't do certain things. And I'm like, okay, I think it'd be more effective if we had the conversation, more conversation with them.
I agree. Yeah. You don't have to spank them to get your point across. I think it's learned behavior, and I don't think it's a healthy learned behavior.
Did any of your children express the appreciation for the physical discipline or their disdain for it?
Oh, no, I don't think they express appreciation for getting it. So let me just be clear. It's not like they were, they weren't bad children. So I'm just saying, I guess maybe it's more of an observation in general.
Yes.
From what I see in the world, like people hitting their kids, I just don't think it's a good thing. I don't think anybody deserves to be hit. And not even just physical abuse, verbal abuse too. Cursing them out. We all cussed our kids out one time or another, right? Yeah. But
especially when they turn teenagers, it comes out. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see those long letters on Facebook? And if you could figure out what each one is saying, like, get your...
Yep, yeah. Yep, but they're the two things that I would change. Okay. Because I think that I wouldn't change. I don't think I would change too much. Okay. But those two things, as you get older, you learn what's right and what's wrong. And sometimes we do things because it's learned behavior that we learned it from our parents, but that doesn't, I don't think it's right. Now, if you want to beat your kids, then beat your kids, but that's just your preference. But I would never.
How you would?
Yeah, I wouldn't do. I would never spank my grandkids or.
Do you notice that grandparents are more gentle with their grandchildren? It's like, well, you didn't treat me that way.
They all of a sudden got McDonald's money.
I guess they.
Matter of fact, they got Chick-fil-A money.
McDonald's money. My granddaughter Ava she'll be 14 actually tomorrow, and she gets her nails done once a month, and it's a lot. It's more than McDonald's money.
Ooh.
Oh, you treat her to get her
every
month.
Yes, I do.
That is lovely.
What does she call you?
Yeah. My sister, my youngest sister, found that name. She is a Greek for grandma. We're not Greek, but wanted something different. So
okay.
Yeah.
I like Yaya.
Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Where does she get her Greek influence from?
I don't know. My sister Davina, she just found that name for me. She, we were looking for names for Ava to call me before, before my daughter had her. She came up with Yaya. So
it's a thing because my kid's grandmother, on their dad's side, that's what she wants to be called.
Yaya.
Oh,
A lot of coincidence today.
Yes, it's meant to be. You were meant to be here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're so happy to hear from you and for you to be able to share your voice and your stories out here for the next generation of people that's thinking about getting married. Marriage is not really too popular right now. Well, maybe it is, but more like group marriage is really trending.
Really?
It seems like it. I don't know if it's because
yes, it is.
I'm hearing it, but it just
Chris
seems
Brown,
like
Nick
Paulo,
Cannon,
Neo. I think Neo is definitely,
and a lot of
Chris Brown too.
He has multiple mothers,
but well, maybe you can't. It's illegal to call them. They're all your wives, but out here in Chester, we have a big movement of Latter-day Saints or Mormons here in Chester. Yeah. Oh yes, and they're knocking on doors. And
they were talking about that.
No, on the surface, it just seems like just regular Christianity, the regular same Bible, family values. but as you get a little bit deeper into it, it's there.
Wow. Yeah. Marriage is important, and especially in Black families. Like, if you think about it, the generations have changed. Like, okay, so myself and my husband, and then my mom and dad, that their generation, they married. But now, like, if you do, like, my daughters, like, the children that, the kids that were born in, like, the 80s, they're not married. And I don't know why. If you go back and look at your grandparents and their parents, they all own houses. They all, the family was different. It was family holiday celebrations. It was barbecues. It was like togetherness. Now everything is so commercialized, and we're having, proms at venues and baby showers at venues. And what happens to having it in the backyard? Like,
Oh yeah.
so far removed from that. But to me, family values in marriage is very important. And like I said earlier, to me, the key to keeping your marriage is you have to, you're going to have problems. You can't just give up on it. You have to try to make it work. I'm not saying stay in an abusive relationship. I'm not saying, if you're not happy, you always want to put yourself first and be happy. But you can't, every time it's a problem, deviate from, if your relationship was built, around Christ and how Christ preached the church, and your husband is supposed to be the head of the family like Christ is the head of the church. If you're religious, no matter what your religion is, marriage is a sacred thing.
Okay.
So give it a chance. That's all you can do is give it a chance. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Some marriages don't work. But you can't just have a big wedding today and then in 2 months say I can't do it. Or in a year say I can't do it. I mean, I've been with this man almost like 40 years. We met in middle school.
Yeah.
She married her middle school sweetheart.
How old were you when you got married?
Well, when I got, so this is the thing, the ghetto part of it. We were together from 1985 until we got married in 2001.
Okay.
And then it'll be legally married to be 25 years in November.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
We've been together all our lives. I mean, I get on his nerves. I'm going to look at that camera, and I'm sure I know that I get on his nerves, but he gets on mine, too.
On purpose or by accident?
Girl, he on purpose.
You know what buttons?
On purpose.
So sometimes, we know the buttons. We know the buttons to
He
press.
just called me before I came. He said, "What you do with my belt?" Because if somebody leaves something around, I always put.
Oh, okay.
Even at work. Don't leave the lab.
I think it's the lab technologist part of me that puts things where they're supposed to be.
Now, I'm curious in regard to the book, what prompted you and Lori to write the book, and what makes it uniquely different from any other book?
Okay, well, what prompted us to write the book was I worked first shift, she worked second shift, and every time she came into work, we would always talk about our families. It's like kind of like therapy in a way. We do it all the time, every day. So we started talking about our families, and we recognized the similarities. And then one day, we would have wholehearted conversations, and laugh together, cry together, and we had so much in common. And one day, I said to Lori, we should, we have so much in common, we need to write a book. And then she peeked her head back in the door and she said, same house, different address. And that's how we came up with the name. What makes it uniquely different? Well, let me touch on the same house, different address. Although we're the same, we're different.
Okay.
But you ever have a conversation with someone and it's like they're talking about you. So when we would talk about our children and our husbands and homemaking and cleaning house and making dinner and all the things that a mom has to do, it was just so similar despite race. And we just had so much in common and came up with the commonality that motherhood transcends race and all differences, whether not only just race, but all differences, because everyone's different. So that's where the different part comes in to play. Like, we're the same, but we're different. But we're the same. So no matter who you are, what you look like, we all experience this. You know, we experience the same things. Like, you ever talk to a coworker and they have a hospital bed in their living room just like you might have in yours because you have a sick loved one? It's the same thing. You know, how many kids wet the bed? And you figure out they're wetting the bed not because they are lazy, because it's just they're going to wet the bed until they go through puberty.
Or they watched it when they weren't supposed to.
Right. It's the same. Like, you know, how many moms, you know, pray for their kids every night? How many moms are crying, checking the social media, trying to figure out what's going on? We're the same. We're all the same. We're different. Oh, culturally, we're definitely different. But the core of it, we're the same. We have the same values that we want for our children. We, you know, the same hopes, the wishes, dreams, aspirations. We want them to be the best that they can be. Right? We all want that as a mom, right? We want to protect them. We're protectors. You know, that's what made us write the book, because we had so many things that were similar. And it was more of we created a goal and we accomplished it. We could have did more with it, because I don't believe we gave it 100% of, like, we're all moms at the time, working, you know, children,
all the different schedules.
Yeah, it's just a lot, but together we created something that was very special for both of us.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, writing a book is a huge accomplishment.
It is. We're thinking about writing one.
Oh, that'd be nice. I was telling Natalie, you guys should have a diary. You
Mm.
should create a diary.
Oh, okay. Or like
I said, is this Delva's
okay.
Diaries? Okay, you guys need to put out a diary.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Not mine.
It's okay. It's okay. We were thinking about writing, like, everything we wish we knew before we got married. Like, things that would have been important to know before making that commitment, because those vows are so important. And like you said, marriage is sacred. So, you know, like, what would have been good to know? So
About marriage? Before you got married?
Before you made such a serious vow.
For me, it was different because we were together for so long already. We had moved in together like we were 18 years old. I mean, we came from nothing to something, like, you know, and we did it together. I don't know if that made a difference.
Like, built together.
We built together, absolutely built together. But not only that, like, I can honestly say, like, I truly love him, and he truly loves me. Not saying we didn't have problems. Oh, we had a bunch of problems. It wasn't perfect. I talked to you about it before. It's just a lot, just like any other woman and man, you know. We were young. Just imagine being with somebody since you were 14, 15 years old, and going through your whole adult life together. It was not easy. Believe me, it wasn't
People
easy.
change, you change.
Exactly.
Adapting.
Exactly. And I'm still changing, and we're still learning each other. We have to I had to say to him recently, we had a conversation. I asked him, what is it that you need from me? And I told him what I needed from him, because it's not the same. Because when your children grow up and they're out of the house and the noise is gone, it's not the same.
It's just y'all too.
It's just us. So we love each other differently. I mean, the same but different. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
trying to get it.
So basically what I'm saying is, throughout the hustle and bustle of raising your children and being a mommy and a daddy, and he's taking them to football practice, and I'm, you know, home cooking dinner, and then we have Girl Scouts, and we have all these things. It's not around. It doesn't exist. Now it's just the two of you. So
you guys
we have
are
to,
busy. Now
so
you guys are,
we have to
know.
learn who each other are, and you know, and the needs of your mate. Like, it's like the noise. When I say the noise is gone, I mean, as far as the kids, they're like the distraction. That's
From each other?
From each other.
Yes.
Most definitely, it's a distraction from each other, because just think about it. You get up in the morning, he goes to work, I go to work. Then he gets the boys, he takes them to practice. Somebody else has a college visit. We have to go. He coaches football, so he's going to football. I'm with cheerleading, Girl Scouts. I'm picking Ava up. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And then how many minutes do you get together? You don't get many. But then when everybody grows up and they're all gone, it's just the two of you, and you have to learn how to treat each other and how to.
Hey, what's your name again?
Hey, seriously,
Hey, sexy.
It's really a thing.
So, is there anything that you to get to know each other again on that? You know, without the kids being around, is there anything you're doing intentionally to like help?
Well, it's
build?
funny because today I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I miss you, man." And he was like, "I'm taking you to dinner tonight on Friday tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, I'm working at the banquet hall. It's the 80th birthday party." He was like, "Dang, all right, I'll take you Saturday." Like
Go on dates.
You have to be intentional when you love someone. You have to be intentional on how much time you give them and how much time you spend with them to make it work. Wow. You have to.
Yeah, you gotta choose your man every day.
Is there?
When you
Sorry,
get
go
older,
ahead.
things are different. I'm
Okay.
see y'all labors. I'm asleep by this time. I'll be asleep by 8:00 if I'm not working.
Okay.
He's a night owl, but I'm sleep early. So.
Thank you for making the sacrifice
Oh,
and
Sam.
coming.
It was my pleasure.
And we were late,
I was just early.
So thank you for.
I guess I don't know what time we start anymore.
Oh, okay. No. We normally start at 8:30.
Yes.
But we we adjusted it for you to respect
I didn't know that.
or try to respect
Yeah,
because you have to work tomorrow morning.
Okay,
You know, but definitely.
Yeah, I was here at 7:45.
Thank you. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, but thank you. She do go back to bed early
I
because she
do.
has to be, at work early.
What time do you start?
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's up like
Yeah, I got a bit.
4. Yeah. It's just a habit.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling Natalie, it became a habit because I had to learn how to be better, and I'm better during the day, in the morning, early. So I would make dinner and everything early. So when I came home, I didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Like I can make a whole Thanksgiving dinner before I come to work. I just
That's a skill.
trained myself to do that because I always had to work. It was no other option, so I had to work. So if I want things to be right, I would have to get up early and get them done. But everybody can't get up at 4 in the morning and clean the bathrooms and.
That's
put
what
them in
But the
that's
place.
what I'm
house is
noticing too.
quiet.
It's so quiet.
so
And
quiet.
you
You
can
can
get a lot
think.
done.
Yeah, I notice like I get a lot done when I'm getting started way earlier, and I'm noticing like that if I can't do 3 meals on a Sunday, so I can freeze it for those days where I'm, like a Wednesday where, all right, it's that time to cook a fresh meal or whatever, and I have to do it first thing in the morning.
It's interesting you said the 3 meals because that's exactly what she told me to do. She was like, Natalie, you're doing too much. Prep your meals ahead of time on Sunday so you can have some free time so you don't have to go home and cook dinner.
Yeah.
And it helped. It helps.
Yeah, freeze it.
Yeah, I always say, Natalie, I'm a mushy person. I love your sister. I absolutely love her.
Yeah.
We met, what you said, 2016?
I think so.
We met at, I was doing PR and I always keep 2 jobs, child. Like always. It's always something in the workings. But I was working PRN like at Crozier part-time. I was still at Riddle. And she was in the blood bank and she was actually a generalist.
Yeah,
right?
at the time I was a journalist.
But we used to talk, and this was around the time that she was planning her wedding. Girl, she was on her diet. she wasn't eating nothing, honey. And then she was like showing me like the veil, like you wore for your mom. And we just connected right away. We were supposed to go do yoga, but that never happened.
It still didn't happen.
And then she came back into my life when she came to Riddle, and I was so happy. And she's just like the sweetest person that you ever want to meet, like the most genuine. And when you hear those things, like you got to get you a godly friend. That's this one right here.
Yes.
So when you have somebody like her in your life, you're winning. But I admire her as a mother. I see a lot of myself in her because it's not easy being a mom. I have 4 children and I have a stepson, so 5. But he lived with his mother most of the time. But her having 5 children and working as hard, so she has this podcast and she works. She has a business, a husband and church and work. And when I see her, I keep telling her and trying to encourage her, like, Natalie, this is only temporary. It is the light at the end of the tunnel. And later on, we'll be having this conversation again about 20 years from now, or 10 years from now, and all your kids will be groaning out the house, and y'all gonna be bored like me, trying to reinvent yourself and find something else to do. But I see a lot of myself in her, and it's gonna be fine. Like, I didn't have, like, my mom was the best mom she knew how to be. She didn't have anybody to teach her a lot of things, but she was a great mom. So the woman I am is because of my mother. But she never told me, like, oh, it's going to be, it's like this too shall pass. Like, I just wish I had somebody to say, like, this is a temporary situation and it's going to get better later.
You have a quote in the book that says just stick to it, and you also go into that this will pass. Just focus on what's important, showing your children love.
Yeah, in the book we talk about ingredients that children need, and love is definitely an ingredient that children need. Hugs, you gotta hug your kids. A hug feels so good. I don't care if it's boys or girls, but you gotta give them hugs. You have to give them discipline. You have to give them truth. When they're doing, you have to teach them right from wrong. It's like a lot of ingredients that pour into children. Teach them respect and how to treat people kind. And you have to be able to give someone something that can never be repaid, right? And that's respect and that's kindness and things like that. Yeah.
Did you ever teach your kids to respect elders that didn't deserve respect?
They already know that because, like I said before, I came from an abusive childhood with my father, and I've always respected him, and I pray for him, even though we don't have a relationship. So hopefully them seeing me be obedient, right? Honoring your mother and your father no matter what.
Even if they don't deserve to be honored.
And they know that he doesn't deserve to be honored. They already know. So I feel like me setting that example, hopefully that would teach them, like I don't have any ill will because my father wasn't a good father, but he wasn't raised right either.
Is he still with us, alive?
Yeah.
And he was with you guys. He was present. Yeah.
That's why I'm not saying anything bad. It's just the facts are the facts. So if you ask, did I teach them to treat people with kindness even though they don't deserve it? They have an example of that every time they see me.
Okay, I've always wondered because a lot of the newer parents is just like, if they're not deserving of respect, like if they're not respecting you and they're not talking to you properly, you don't have to listen to them. You don't have to honor them. So I was just wondering what was your
usually we're not around a lot of that.
And teachers too.
You have to be respectful to adults. I mean, but people have to show. My children are big on people respecting them, especially my youngest son Zaire. He don't play with it. He doesn't care who you are. You have to show him respect. But we're not a perfect family. Don't get me wrong. Don't think that I'm saying that, but we don't have a lot of those kind of problems.
Okay, I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm more leaning towards what you said.
Yeah.
Just be respectful either way, and to keep your distance if they are toxic.
You can still show people respect without allowing them in your.
That's true.
Close in your personal space to abuse you or disrespect you, but you can still give them the greeting, "Good morning, ma'am," and just keep it moving.
And speak when you walk into the room.
Yes.
That's a problem. I think that's a cultural thing. Do you think that's cultural?
No, I think it's generation. It's something to do with generation.
Because I noticed
no one's correcting them anymore.
Well, my kids, I guess it's like this with it for me. Because on one hand, I was raised like when you walk into a room, you always speak. Yeah. And I taught my children that too. They follow that. Yeah. But my oldest son, when he graduated college and he first started working, he always used to say like, when when I'm coming into work, I try to walk real fast before somebody say to me. So sometimes it's not disrespect. Sometimes the person could be like awkward and they might just be shy and they don't want to say anything.
That's true.
Or either sometimes, I mean, I'm just, I always say good morning, when someone walks into a room.
Well, I kind of slowed down on my good mornings when someone said, "What's so good about it?" And then someone else just completely ignored me. And I was like, well, maybe being a morning person is just
It's so funny. I can pull out my phone right now and I can show you guys how my youngest son, he's funny. He said something about good morning. It's another coincidence today. And he was saying, yeah, I say good morning to these people. Nobody said anything. Yeah. I was like, well, you just say good morning and go about your day. Yeah. It's just you do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it because that's who you are. If that's your personality, keep shining. Whether you get the response. But
what if it's a matter of reading the room? If majority of the team or whichever space you're in is just not a good morning type of a group of
change the room.
Can't you? Well, why? I'm sorry. Why is that a mandatory thing?
Not mandatory, but set the mood. If you're walking into a situation and it's just
what if
the vibe is not there?
Entertain me here. What if it's not a matter of politeness? What if it's a matter of, hey, we're good. Like there's no need to say good morning because we're all like we're more of a let's hop on our Google chat and like chat there. Like what if that's just not the culture in that space? And it's not a matter of like them being rude or it's just something that they don't typically do.
I would say it's a dangerous culture as we are sticking to our phones and our laptops more and more. Like I was working at a restaurant the other day. I would say 90% of the customers came and flashed their phone in my face to show me their order number instead of saying, hi, my name is, and my order is 90 or something like that. Or I ordered this. And it's just like, I would not look at the phone on purpose, and I would look at them in their face. I would say, hi, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? May I please have your order number? That's what I would say.
I guess I was more so referencing a private group, like a private space, rather than general public. General public, yes, I agree that there's subcultures that we need to abide by, which eventually make up the way our society runs. So, yeah, I think there is like a degree of respect that is in different cultures. So yes, I agree with you. Sorry if I
No, I want to
misrepresented what I was trying to say.
No, I get what you're saying. Because if we're in different countries, sometimes things that work here don't like work there.
Kissing, so I had to learn.
Oh yeah, or like public affection.
Not to kiss. Because we grew up in Haitian culture. You come in and what do? You kiss. You have to kiss everyone in the cheek when we walk in. But then as we grew up and we have more different cultures around us, and it was like people were like taken aback, like whoa, like personal space, So I had to learn like, okay, just a simple hi, how are you was good enough.
I still catch myself like the other day I was at a program, after school program, and the gentleman coming in, he was coming right towards me, and I was like, what do I do? Do I greet him the way like? And so I gave him a hug, and he was like, and I said,
like a front hug?
No, a side hug.
Okay.
And I said, you weren't coming in for a hug? He said, no, I was just coming to say hi. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, it's okay.
I wouldn't apologize. I'm like, you got the hug.
I'm a hugger too, so I know how it feels.
Yeah.
And I think it's culture. It is cultural and it is generational too. Yeah. I think
But the crazy thing with this generation, like she said, they're quicker to say good morning on the phone than in face. Yeah. And the weird thing is, so this is kind of off tangent, but in the dating scene, they call it cringe if you call someone. I was like, so how do you communicate when you're dating? Instagram, and if I like you enough, then you get my number, and then we could text. I said, so you never talk? No. I'm like, and this comes from a 22-year-old, and I'm like,
I guess it's creepy if you call.
Yeah, it's creepy. They say, oh, that's cringe. Why would you call me? I'm like,
I couldn't wait for that landline to. We used to fight for the phone on the wall when they rang.
You remember? Oh, who was that for?
Yeah. Well, I will say,
It's Delante.
One more thing.
Papi's gonna get you.
One more thing with the whole greeting thing when you walk a room. Sometimes you gotta create your own personality in the space. So whatever they want to do, you still come in and they're gonna be doodles and won't say good morning. Oh well, that's you. And then other thing is sometimes your good morning could brighten someone's day. I know sometimes like somebody say, "Oh, let me see you."
That's just two people, Dominique.
Not at that dental spot I was working at. When I tell you,
it was a toxic culture, and you didn't need to be there.
My goodness, I felt like I was hated because I was like nothing. It takes a lot for me to get upset and sit in it. So when it was just like they would do things to get me upset, and when I didn't, it was frustrating and more frustrating. And I was just like, whatever. That's a story for a different episode.
It's a shame.
The first thing you have to do is you have to be able to navigate through this world to do things that make you happy. So regardless if someone says good morning back, you come in good morning because that's who I am and who I'm going to be. I'm going to come in the room. I'm going to shine. I'm going to look good as best as I can because, all right, God woke me up this morning. I'm not in pain. So for like, okay, my mom has lung cancer. My sister has MS. My mom, my daughter has Meniere's disease. So these are chronic illnesses, right? So for them to get out of the bed every day is, okay, the sister with MS, it hurts. Her body hurts, right? My mom with her breathing, my daughter with her dizzy spells. So when you can wake up in the morning and you don't need anyone to help you do anything, it's a good morning for me, no matter what you're going to, no matter what nobody else is saying. So like one thing I've learned in my 55 years of life is I make myself happy, period.
Clock it.
That's it. I make myself happy.
Period.
So I know it's hard in corporate. One of my coworkers, she always says, play nice in the sandbox. That's all you got to do. Just play nice in the sandbox. And Natalie told me, I don't know if it was today or yesterday. Remember I said, I ain't helping that person no more. You was like, don't let them change you. Because sometimes I got to be brought back. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to good morning, and I know that's how your parents raised you, keep giving your good morning, sis.
I luckily I don't have to deal with that. I haven't dealt with that.
Don't match energy.
I
hate when people say that. I'm gonna match your energy. Don't.
No, I don't think it's that. It's more so not giving. I guess in my mindset then was not giving someone the opportunity to make a fool out of me. That's kind of my approach. Take it like that. Yeah,
they made a fool out of themselves.
They did.
Not when there's a cohort.
And you were born smiling, Dominique.
Oh, thank you.
You were born
another
smiling.
thing too, when I am on the phone with medical or like any number you call customer service, I'm like, hello, how are you? How's your day? It's like a whole pause because they're not expecting it. It's usually like my case number is X, Y, and Z, and they just get right to it. So I do know that people just don't expect to be greeted the way that we were raised to, or like back in the day, like you were saying, your grandparents. And
it's hard living in this world with unhappy people. Just think about it, like in the morning, if I'm running late, I can't be mad at the person in front of me that's dropping stuff. I had to teach myself, like, it's your fault that you're late.
Yeah.
Right? Why you looking like that? Cause
I'm just like, yeah.
Because you drive like this.
Yes, I was driving on the shoulder. Yeah. If you didn't want to drive, why did you get on the road today?
You can't. So you have to learn how, and this is easier said than done. You have to learn how to control how you feel and not let other people control how you feel. I'm struggling with that, but I keep telling myself, I try to change the negative into the positive, somehow. Like if this didn't work, okay, I'm gonna do this. You have to control your mind.
Yeah, I tell my daughters that. I'm like,
you have to control your mind.
Yeah.
And I can't let nobody steal my happiness.
Yeah. And words are powerful.
Hey, there's a skill you have when we were on the phone talking to a nurse that's kind of going left. You just you have a way to say, to lighten up the mood. Like if they were having an attitude or whatever, I hear you in a conversation, especially in the morning, you get on the phone, even when you're about to discipline that nurse, you butter them up first. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? I'm calling you about this. And then it's kind of like, instead of, you switch their attitude to like, all right, let's work this out and figure it out. I'm like, I'm gonna copy that. Notes.
It's hard dealing with people, no matter what you do. Like, no matter what business you're in, and you can't control people. You can go to the doctor, and the doctor is not. Doctors aren't what they were before, right? You go in there, and they give you their 15-minute service, and they send you back. They send you home, right? That's not manners, no niceness, it's no nothing. But that's when you have to advocate for yourself and be like, well, hey, and I have these questions, and make them do what they're supposed to be in there doing. But I just think in life, you just have to do what you have to do to make yourself happy.
Did you ever have to make yourself happy in your marriage where maybe he wasn't doing the things on the list, you know?
All the time.
Okay.
Every woman in America, right?
Okay.
So it's so funny. Like, we're all on social media, right? We're all on, your For You page. Things that you think come up on your phone. You ever see those ones when the husband says, like, oh, my wife likes the counter clean? That's me. Mm-hmm. Or this one man has a podcast, and he talks about a wife asking a husband to do something over and over and over again. That's all of us. We all do the same things. Same house, different address. It's the same. Of course. Yeah.
How do you not sweat it?
I do sweat it.
Oh, okay.
I say something about it over and over again.
But you're not packing your bags.
I'm not packing my bags.
Like, I had to tell you 100 times, you must not love me. How do you stop yourself from getting there?
Because that has nothing to do with love. It just has something to do with maybe he didn't want to cut the grass that day. Or maybe I told him to take the chicken out, and then when I come home, I can see him running in the kitchen trying to do it because he worked from home. It's just a thing.
Put it in a microwave.
Exactly. Like, Harry never doing it. Oh, did you put my clothes in the dryer? Let me hurry up. And I'm like, what you doing? Nothing. I mean, that's the small things. Yeah. It's bigger things in life. It's bigger things in a marriage than worrying about the small things.
What is the justification for a marriage to end for you?
I think that's a personal choice for me. My marriage is still death to us part. It probably won't end until we die.
Even if, okay.
You don't have any non-negotiable, like, if you cross this particular line.
Safety.
At this point in our lives, if there was infidelity, then, that would be a reason. At this point in our lives.
We've already answered this over the episodes that we've done.
I can't. Deal breakers for me, like, I don't know.
That's a good thing if you're finding it difficult, because he must be a great guy.
He is a great guy, but we're not perfect. We don't have the perfect marriage. Natalie hears my complaints every day.
So you're not saying it's not about the person being great or not. It's about your commitment, your commitment, your decision to stay through it all.
It depends on, I guess, the person and the situation. I mean, you have to give me examples.
Okay.
Like, what would be
an extreme? I'm gonna go a little bit extreme.
Okay.
Non-negotiable. If a child came and said, somebody said, you're my dad.
How old is the child?
It was within. They were together forever.
Yeah,
Or if they struggled with.
You could do about it now. So
what about same-sex attraction? If they came and said, "I struggle with."
Oh, that probably would be a deal.
Even if they have it under control and they want to take
same-sex attraction.
Yes.
But so they've never acted on it.
Thank you, Dominique.
They've never acted on it.
Yeah, I don't do that kind of like three-way thing, no.
No, they don't want to do it.
They never acted on it.
It's just in their mind.
They do find themselves.
He wouldn't do that.
He's like, not my man.
He wouldn't do it.
But would that be
if your sister had a spouse that was struggling with that? What would you be your advice to her?
That's her situation.
Okay.
So that's the thing. That's part of the problem with marriage is not you, your sister, and my husband. You know what I mean? Me, my sister, my husband. That's their situation. I would never say you got to leave him. Maybe that's something they like.
You wouldn't advise at all?
I don't get involved in domestics. Okay. That's one of my number one rules. I can't, like, if my sister or my friend came to me with, of course I'm going to listen, but you will never hear me say, oh, you got to leave him. I mean, if they heard a child or something like that,
Okay.
But if their sexuality is their sexuality.
And what your preference might be.
Yeah,
it may
because
be
like
different
you said,
from
a lot of people into that kind of stuff
Yeah.
these days. But that's not something I'm into. I'm not into that. Like if he said he wanted to, nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But someone else's preference is their preference.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a deal breaker.
I have a
for
feeling
me
you
too.
want to ask me something like specific.
No, that was it. I think. There's other deal breakers, but we kind of get the gist of what.
You get the gist of it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that no marriage in this world is perfect. It's going to be financial problems. It has been infidelity problems, like when we were younger. When they've been together 40 years. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be, controlling problems, stuff not done around the house. It's going to be problems. That's just life.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law always says, "It's no rules. It's rules, but it's no you have to figure it out."
Yeah.
It has to be rules and like commitment with a marriage, but you have to figure it out. I'm not saying stay somewhere that you're not happy. I don't want to get bashed on the internet for saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that when you make a commitment to someone and you're in a relationship, you have to give it a chance and make it work. That's
Work it out.
my personal opinion. Someone else may feel differently.
How did you make it through your toughest year of marriage? If you want to think about it and come back towards the end.
It was a lot of tough years, so I don't know which one was the toughest. Like I said, we started out when we were 18 years old, living together, right? That's when I had my daughter when I was 18. 18 going on 19, we moved in together. We didn't have nothing. So I guess it was learning how to navigate together and to get through it together, not having any money, not having, it was children raising children, so.
Would you do that part again?
How
Because how they say some people just rather find their men already there versus growing and building together, because then it's just does it take away from his masculinity that you helped him build it? If he wants all of the credit to himself,
we helped each other.
Okay.
We helped each other. I would do it again because that's who my journey made me who I am. And if I didn't have that journey, I wouldn't know how to do things.
Yep.
Your
journey with him.
My journey with him, it made us who we are.
That's how.
And
I
at that age,
together,
you're growing at that age. You don't, I couldn't understand meeting a guy who's 50 and don't have it together versus
sometimes you can lose it and have to start all over again.
But you have a plan. You experience life.
Would you trust a plan?
Well, ask a business owner how many times they started a business and it failed. So it's okay to fail and have a plan at 50, but at 18, 19, you haven't experienced life that much. So I think at your age, you guys were figuring it out together, and the grace was there. I think,
the way I just look at it, I look at it like it was never yours, mine. It was just always ours. It was never because neither one of us had anything in the beginning. It was never yours, mine. It was ours, and it was something that we built together, and we grew together, and we fell together, and we still learning together. We're not perfect at all. I'm not going to sit here and say our marriage is perfect. It's not. Our life isn't perfect. We learn and we live together. Love, live, learn together. So
Love, live, learn, laugh,
cry, fight, argue, just like anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a process. It's just things don't always work out for some people. We've been together so long. You know how many relationships we don't even double date no more. We don't have nobody double date with. Everybody has new
booze. That makes it weird. You don't want to go out with the new boo.
It's kind of like
when you need an old boo.
Yeah, say if we start double dating and then all of a sudden one of us not together, you're gonna be like, I ain't going out with her. Shit. You know what I mean? It's just we then how's the other person? It's just you know.
Okay.
You know, a question I want to ask you. As a mom with, I have a mixture of kids. I have young kids. Still call them young. What would you say is the most important thing to focus on and make priority in, building a relationship with your children and, raising the children?
I used to go on dates with my kids because that's important. I can remember my oldest son Jalil just grabbing my hand and he was kind of shy. He was grabbing my hand. We was leaving the movies and holding my hand because whether they want to admit it or not, each kid is watching how you are with the other kid, especially when you have 5, right? Yeah. So you have to spend that individual time with each and every one of them. And what I'm learning from my kids is they all got secrets and they all know them and I don't. So it's like I'm living in the house, me and my husband like, oh, they did that. Like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm giving y'all this advice. Y'all kids got secrets that y'all know nothing about. Siblings.
We had secrets our parents.
But I think it's important that you have to show them the individual attention.
I learned that.
They're different.
Yeah, I have to do that with my girls, especially Elena. If we don't have one-on-one time, like today, I went on a field trip with our students to archery at John Heinz, and then we stayed a little bit longer because they were releasing moths, like Luna moths and some other moth. But then afterwards, we hugged a little bit. I just held her for a moment. We grabbed a bite and then rushed here. So it was, we thrive off of our one-on-one time because Brinley is a theater kind of girl. She's loud. She is very demanding. She knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. And sometimes when she's in the mix, it just throws us off. Because she's very demanding, like mommy. And so I'm always like, Brinley. And then Elena is just off in the corner kind of waiting for me. And I can feel that. So I need to be intentional. Spending time.
Dates when it's just you and one or the other.
Okay, yeah.
You told me that within the first year we were working together. Did you go? You should go on personal dates with Dominic or
and the stepchildren.
Yeah,
right. Yes.
Oh, okay. It's funny. Like, when I was younger, my stepson, like, my husband had my stepson when they were like 14 or 15, right before we got together. So I was 18, so I wasn't like the best stepmom. But now I'm a good stepmom. I love my stepson. I look at her and I say, wow, she's the best stepmom you ever want to have. I was a child raising a baby when 18, 19 with my first. So my stepson is a year older than my daughter, I think, a year or 2 older. So I wasn't the best stepmom when I was 18 years old, but I'm a great stepmom now. I think I am. Yeah. So
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about Lori? Is it?
Yeah, Lori.
And just any specific highlights that she's mentioned in the book?
Well, we were kind of just same. Her and her husband were together like when they were in high school as well. And then that's the connection between her and I. She has 4 children. I have 4 children. We both clinical laboratory scientists. We both are the matriarchs in our family. She loves cooking Easter dinner. I might love Thanksgiving. We just had, we like to clean house. It was like she was doing her master bathroom over, I was doing mine. It was just like everything was always connecting. So we had a lot of commonalities in regards to family. So that was our connection.
We'd have to have her on sometime too.
Hi, Lori, if you're watching.
Yeah, she's a great person.
And could you tell us the name of the book again?
Same House, Different Address.
Same House, Different Address.
Okay. And we're kind of experiencing that now. Like, oh yeah, that's another coincidence. Same.
Yeah. We have more similarities than differences. Everybody, even though we might not admit it. I I do not have a perfect marriage. I do not have perfect children. They all drive me crazy, and I drive them crazy. The key ingredient in all of this is love. Like, we love each other. My daughters and I, we have coffee, and sometimes the boys join in too. Every Saturday and Sunday morning that I'm not working, we're having coffee. Even if, like, my youngest daughter is pregnant right now, so she's not drinking coffee, but she's there. Or we're having breakfast, or we're having Sunday dinner, and we have arguments. We have, not physical fights, but we have arguments just like any other family. But the important thing is that we truly, truly love each other. Yeah. When you have love in there, unconditional love, that's all you need. And it sounds cliche, but it is what it is. Like how your family is. You guys love each other. I love the dynamic between you and your sister. I don't know you guys, but I know you guys. Okay. You're the smallest one, but you the feisty one.
You're mistaken.
Christina.
Well, she has a feisty dormant.
When it matters.
When her feistiness come out, it's like, whoa.
I bottle things in for a long time. I give a lot of grace for a long time. But then it'll be the smallest thing, and it's like I had enough. Because you just accumulated so much. So
when I first met you, you had the belly, and you came in Miller's, and you was fussing about something. I was like, oh, she a little feisty one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that
makes
makes
sense. I was, was
came
Crozier
into
closed yet?
Yeah.
Crozier closed in 2020.
They were shutting down
they were
because
about to shut down.
you had your baby at Crozier.
I did. I think.
Oh, you didn't have a baby in the car?
I did in front of Crozier.
Oh.
My baby might have been the last baby born at Crozier.
Really?
Emergency room.
Well, outside.
Outside.
I wonder if you were the one in the news.
Huh?
They were saying somebody had a baby outside.
There were 3 others that week.
Oh.
And,
I thought it was 2.
And you know what's so crazy? Or 2 others. You know what's so crazy? I have 5 children. My best experience delivering a child was in my car. Because I felt like they attended to me so much better. It was like 15 people taking care of me.
Oh, wow.
Where 2 children before that, I was begging for the doctors. Like, nurse, somebody, the baby is out. Hanovi came out. He was blue and gray. Umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. It was just terrible. It was a holiday. They didn't want to come. They weren't checking. Yeah. But in the van, everybody was there.
What do you call
That's because I
cold?
ran in the lobby and I said,
She was a condition O?
Yes. She's
What's
a condition O.
She was?
What's
No,
condition
not
O?
conditional is bleeder.
No,
okay.
It was mother, baby
Distress. But at Crozier, when a mom was having her baby in the ER, coming in, it was a code. I can't remember the code right now. It's not code pink.
But that's
code
another
crazy.
topic you guys can have. You can dedicate a whole show to.
Okay.
Childbirth and the disparities with healthcare with women of color.
is that your way of saying you're coming back?
I'll come back anytime. I'm a talker.
Okay. I like that.
We really enjoyed you on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was pleasant.
But I ran in that lobby and I said, my sister's having a baby. And Zahn was just, he was in a standstill, just frozen.
What was that like, though? The baby was coming out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've learned after the first and second one to do most of the laboring at home as much as you can. But with this last baby, I wanted to have her at the birthing center at Bryn Mawr, water birth. I had my whole birthing plan. I was ready for that. I was gonna push. She's gonna come out. Like, I couldn't wait.
Oh, they have water birth?
They did. They shut down. There's so many hospitals that have shut down within this last year or 2.
Really?
But and it's crazy because they were expanding. They were adding more the tubs in each room, and they were working with Bryn Mawr Hospital, so people could have VBACs, and to work with midwives. So if the delivery was going wrong, they can rush them over. Okay. So, but they shut down, and it was too far. My recommendation for anybody, like, just stay close to the hospital your last 2 or 3 days when your contractions are like 20 minutes apart. Mm-hmm. Just be close by. We were too far.
So did you have a VBAC?
No, all 5.
I had a VBAC. So I had a cesarean.
Congratulations.
With my son Zaire, and then
Huge.
my last baby Zakia, the one that's having a baby June 30th is her due date. I had.
Have you ever heard of a VBAC after 2 cesareans?
Back to back.
No.
Cesarean? What you mean? 2 cesareans?
Like it could have been first delivery cesarean, second delivery cesarean, and then time passed.
Oh wow!
And then a VBAC.
Yeah,
No, never.
No, I mean it's possible because I mean it's just like what happened to me in 2000. I had a son cesarean section, and then 2002. They're 2 years apart. They look a lot alike too.
Okay. I didn't know they had VBACs back.
And then you've had,
Okay.
and you've had VBACs.
Birth after that.
Wait, so Zaire was a C-section?
And then Kia.
Oh.
I had 2 C-sections. That's why when we talked about having a baby earlier,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm okay. I can't do another
So
C-section.
what was the reason for the C-section?
My cervix. I'm leaning down, guys. My back hurts.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, so that's different. So when your cervix, so for me, Zaire was 9 pounds and 2 ounces, so he wasn't coming.
Okay.
And his heart rate was, dropping, so they had to take him out. It wasn't because I wasn't dilated. So your cervix wasn't dilated, right?
For Elena, it was a lot going on with her. My water was low.
Oh yeah, so it was
Then
high-risk situation.
her heart rate was but they had me on Pitocin, and based off my research, Pitocin is what gets the heart rate going, and then it
Drops.
and so then you're getting these really alarming alerts, but it's the Pitocin that's really contributing
Not
to
the
that.
baby that's in there.
You
Right.
had it the best way, man. No drugs. Nothing.
Oh, with the last one,
Yeah.
no, I didn't get a chance. But I had another kind of drug.
What?
It was so good.
What was that?
Whew!
Oh, it's the Dominique.
I had the Dominique Percocet. She had the best hip compressions.
Really?
Yeah, and I wish I knew that with the other ones, because when the contractions would spike, it was just like you just want to rip your hair out. But when they were coming and they were intense, she would just press.
Really?
Yeah. And then the contractions, it just felt like nothing. It just felt like I could have 10 more babies right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So
it's
it's
like-
crazy you learned that technique.
Yeah.
I learned that from my good friend Caitlin Brunt.
Yeah.
Well, she's Brennan now. She's married.
Better than an epidural.
But she there were two
Yeah.
there are two
For me.
two kind of hip compressions that she did for me, and I learned was the one on the side. You kind of hold the hip and push it in, and that releases some of that tension.
Really?
And then there's another one, I think you push it on the back.
Yeah, I
on
didn't
the
get
lower
that
back.
one. I
You
got
push-
the
She
side.
does midwife. What did
She
do
was a
again?
doula for some
She's a
time.
doula.
I don't know if she
Yeah.
still does it, but
And the baby came out. Maybe that helped her to come really fast.
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah,
Oh
hip compressions, yeah.
wow.
And I then after she wasn't there for me during my delivery because it was during COVID, so she wasn't allowed in the room. But I was forgetting what she taught me, so I had to go on YouTube and I looked it up and kind of reinforced what she taught me, and I got really confident with them. But we haven't had pregnancies lately, so I haven't been able to practice.
How many years? Like
2.
This is the longest we've
This is
gone
the longest.
without having children.
how many babies?
But
are-
Muno's coming. He's coming faster than we thought.
You have 2, 5, and 5. And your other sister, how many does she have?
2.
2. Oh, y'all on the same. How about your brothers?
4.
And then my
Junior has
youngest.
4. Emmanuel's the youngest. He don't have any kids
It's
yet.
probably
Yeah.
gonna have like 6.
Did Natalie
I
tell
don't
you
think
that
so.
my
I don't
daughter
think
met
so.
your brother because she's a marketer at a nursing home, and the firefighters came there,
Oh.
and I had his picture on my phone. I said, "Is this your
Okay.
brother?"
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, that's your brother, Emmanuel. I got a chance to meet him. We had lunch
Yeah.
one day.
He's
Okay.
awesome.
He is.
Oh, he's.
That's why I was
one
like,
of
"Is he
my
single?" She was like, "No."
He was
Oh,
for a long
A
time.
long
He
time.
was.
But
One of
then-
my one daughter is engaged, but my other one is available. So, but he's
How old is she? You can, let people know.
I oh yeah,
Then
no,
we'll
I don't
see.
want to get in trouble. Oh, she looking for a godly man. That's all.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, I guess this would be a great way to wrap up the episode.
Yeah.
What is a godly man? Before, like we said, if we could go back in time, you already stated you wouldn't change anything. A lot of it made it who you are now. As far as like having God in the center of your relationship, how can you tell, for those of you who are about to get married, thinking about it, how can you tell when someone is like showing their, what do they call it? Their mask versus like you really have a relationship or you just pretending that you do? Little signs that you can tell somebody's like really trying to be close to God, or they're just pretending because they want you and they know that's what you want.
You can't. It's hard to, because you can be with somebody forever and not know who they are.
Ooh.
They might not know who they are.
They might not know who they are.
Not know who they are. Like do you ever go out with your girlfriends and you might act different than you do than when you with your husband?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can be with anybody and not really know who they are.
Okay. So there is no way.
I mean, you can see how they treat people. That's a
I
one
don't know.
way.
I peeped that before. One day I don't know if I was at like a work party with my husband and I was like, oh, he's shy. And somebody was like, no, he not. He ain't shy. And I was like, oh. You know,
Okay.
you never know. You never know. I mean, I'm the same always. I'm the life of the party all the time. But you never really know. You can never really know someone 100%.
Okay. Or to know if they're not the one. You said don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
What are some big things you should look out for and sweat before you make that important vow?
I don't want to give that kind of relationship advice. I don't want people to think I live, and I want to reiterate that I do not have a perfect marriage. No way, no how. I don't have perfect children. I just think you have to do what's best for you. You have to do what's best, because a deal breaker for you may not be a deal breaker for me, and that goes for a lot of people. Just think about the conversations that you have with your girlfriends. They go through some stuff, and you be like, that couldn't be me, but maybe it might could be you. You know, something you going through, maybe it couldn't be them. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a relationship expert, so I can't really say. One thing I think I do pretty well from learning experiences, I think I'm a good mom. I know that I'm a good mom.
Well, I mean, you doing something right. You've been married.
Can't talk about relationships. I mean, to each his own, and I don't want to be judgy. That's one thing I try not to do.
Right.
I'm not going to judge a relationship. Like I said, a deal breaker for you may not be a deal breaker for me.
Okay. So when your daughter brings home her fiance, you're going to do your best to get her to trust her own heart and her own judgment, and you won't really say too much on the person she brings home to you.
My son-in-law to be, I absolutely love him. Did I think when I first met him, did I love him? No. I had to get to know him. And I know for sure that we can't choose who our children love. We have to let them choose it. Just like when they all chose a college, I let the college be their choice. Why? Because it's their life and they have to live it for the rest of their life. So when you choose a mate, I mean, I can give my opinion on something.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm very
Okay.
outspoken.
Oh,
yeah, I would
okay,
definitely give my opinion. But
Okay.
my new son-in-law to be, I absolutely adore him. He sent me the nicest text on Mother's Day. He's such a sweetheart.
He's funny.
He is. I absolutely love him. I do.
The thing that you didn't like in the beginning, were you wrong about it?
I was.
Okay.
I had to give it a chance.
Okay.
Because we all, I'm sure, have expectations for
Our daughters.
Yes.
And sons.
Yeah. So, and I'm glad that my daughters have their father. Like, I can't wait to see them do their first dance. And, they have that relationship.
Yeah.
My daughters, like, they're going to, when we get old and need someone to take care of us, they'll be there, especially, for both of us. They'll, they come get them now and take them to breakfast or bring them snacks or something like that. But, yeah, I can't wait to see the whole daddy-daughter thing at the wedding. So, I'm excited. She's getting married next year in Jamaica, so.
Okay, we
That's
can't
gonna
wait
be
to
a
see
nice
the pictures.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Close out. Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, y'all trust me to close out again?
yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on our podcast tonight. It was a pleasure and it was very pleasant having this conversation. I loved it. It was light. It was encouraging. You gave some really, really good advice. And you continue. And if you want to find more, there's some more in here. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Where can we find your book?
Thanks for having me. So you can get the Kindle version on Amazon.
Okay.
And we
Kindle
will still
version.
have books that we have, ourselves.
Oh, snap, y'all.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't mind.
Thank you all for tuning into tonight's episode of
Rooted in Real Delva Diaries.